I'm Sarah Fisher, and this is my first persuasive speech. Children's health is very important to the United States. Immunizations have started becoming a major health interest. Even though vaccines can have side effects and possible risks, children should receive immunizations because being vaccinated will protect other people and vaccines keep children healthier. Children's immune systems will stay stronger and build immunity when they have vaccines on a regular basis. The immune system is unique. Typically, a person has to get sick to fight a new disease. According to the United States Department of Health and Human Services Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the job of the immune system is to prevent outer disease germs from entering our bodies. But knowing the diseases are going to enter our bodies, the immune system recognizes the intruding disease that does not belong and rids the body of them with antibodies. Once this one type of disease germ has entered the body, it is remembered, and the antibodies will quickly rid the body from the disease. The only problem with this is that the person has to get sick first. That is, if the person does not receive vaccines. How the body builds its strength and immunity is by having immunizations. A vaccine works in a way that the germ is given in a sort of shot that the germ is either dead or lessened so the person does not get sick. There is only one portion of the disease in the vaccine, so when kids receive vaccines, it triggers the immune system, which builds up antibodies. Antibodies fight off diseases, and being vaccinated means not having to get sick first to fight off diseases. Vaccines prevent children from getting sick, so they are less likely to get sick. All this, including immunizations, lower the chances of getting sick by building the immune system quicker. Vaccines can save children's lives. With all the children going to schools together, diseases can be spread fast. If one child got severely sick and was around the other children who were immunized, then the immunized children have a better chance of not getting sick. The first major disease that society worried about was the smallpox disease. According to Deborah Lee and Rosalind Carlson, Edward Jenner was the first person who tested with the smallpox virus. This major medical method prevented millions of children from this disease. The first success of the smallpox vaccine led to the making of other vaccines. Edward Jenner made a major discovery that saved many children from a deadly disease that had killed millions. That discovery was the vaccine that was given to children around the world. After one vaccine was made, the vaccine led to the development of other vaccines being made. In the article, Vaccines Save Lives from Joan Salk, development of polio vaccine was made. Polio was another common disease found in kids which can lead to having them paralyzed. Both of these diseases worry and fear parents, but with the new discovery of the vaccine, smallpox and polio have been wiped out. Today, there are more diseases that vaccines cover. Other diseases vaccines prevent are pneumococcal, polio, tetanus, mumps, and more. This was the start to where vaccines derived from, leading to the making of vaccines today. Parents plan routine vaccinations for their children, but should consider the risks of vaccines. The vaccine might not be performing the job. Otis Kramer and Anne Goswald noted, vaccines can't be trusted because they are not totally effective and evoke the disease they are supposed to ward off. Public health authorities affirmed that the smallpox disease was abolished until another case showed up in Africa, causing the first smallpox vaccine to be discontinued. Learning that the smallpox vaccine did not work, parents disputed having their children vaccinated due to the fact that doctors are allowing the disease to enter the children's body. One concern is immunizations weaken the body's natural functions and equip the body's survival by the vaccine. Another risk is the ingredients. Mercury was used in the vaccine formulation to prevention until 2004. Aluminum is another ingredient that was found in vaccines at high levels. Studies show that aluminum can affect the brain in infants, causing neurological impairment. Getting the smallpox disease is approximately 15 in a million, and dying from the vaccine is 1 in a million. Compared to a crash, which getting injured in a crash is 1 in 1,000, which is significantly 1,000 times more than dying from the vaccine of smallpox. Looking at these statistics, people are at greater chance of being in a car accident than having the vaccine for smallpox go wrong. Vaccines are safe to have. They can save lives. And if your immune system wasn't making antibodies like they do when vaccine, then having to get sick every time a new disease or virus works its way to the body would be awful. So vaccines protect non-vaccinated people when a vaccinated person is around them. Quoted from the American Academic and Pediatrics Journal, if you decide not to immunize, you're not only putting your children at risk to catch a disease that is dangerous or deadly, but also putting another person in contact with your child at risk. This quote means that not immunizing your child is harmful to them, but also to other people. It is important to have vaccines to save lives. There are always a possibility of side effects from vaccines. Knowing this scares some people, and they don't want to have their kids immunized so that so they don't receive the side effects. So they don't take the risk of having their kid immunized. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, that most side effects are minor and go away with time, but there are always possibilities of severe problems. There have been reports of blood in the urine, pneumonia, or inflammation of the stomach or intestines, but whether it is caused by the vaccine, researchers cannot say. All in all, children immunizations are important. Parents should think again about having their children vaccinated. It could save the child's life and the people they are around. Vaccines are needed, especially in the United States. With all the people entering the States, diseases can be brought in easily. Being immunized, the body will be able to fight off the new disease easier. What immunizations are doing is protect.